What's up, Hindsighters, and welcome back to the Indie Grind. I'm your host, Rhasheeda Davis. It's been a while, but we are back with another segment. Today we're here with Miss Raja-Nee. How are you doing, Raja-Nee?
I'm good. What up, everybody? I'm glad to be here with Hindsight, definitely.
That's right. Welcome to the Indie Grind. I'm excited about this interview.
So am I.
So, first off, tell us how you got started in the music industry.
Well, I've been in the industry for quite some time. I actually started my career with the Chi-Lites, Chicago's own, Marshall Thompson and the Chi-Lites. I was a youngster, and they took me out on tour with them, and I did some recordings with them. We had singles like Go to #1 over in Europe, a duet that I did with them. And from there, I moved to California, was not looking for a record deal, was not interested in music, and kept running into people in the industry. Two of my friends were in Brownstone, and they were having auditions for their group. It was before Brownstone. They were auditioning for a girls group. Drove one of my girls to the audition, Nicole, and she was like, I wish you weren't so short. You know, you could definitely be in the group. So while we're in this rehearsal, we're in this like one-bedroom apartment. It's about 30 girls in there auditioning. One of my friends called me out, and I sang I'm Changing from Dream Girl. And the producers was like, that's it. They started working with me and took me to their manager, and the rest is pretty much history. I got signed to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Wow, nice. You started singing in church as a child since you were 5, actually. Did singing in the church, did it help build your confidence at all, like as far as performance or anything, or were you just ready to go? Absolutely
not. So church was just church. I couldn't sing because I have been singing gospel for quite some time. I really couldn't sing R&B. And, you know, back in the day, you know, there were all types of bands, and I had auditioned for a band, and they were like, she can sing, but she doesn't have what it takes. That's what they said. So I was like, nobody will ever be able to say that about me again. I went in my mother's basement, and I rehearsed 8 to 12 hours a day, singing Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight, Prince, Luther, whomever. You know, and I worked real hard, and I stayed down there for a year. And then there was this excellent band across the street from my mother's house. I knocked on the door. I said, I want to audition for the band. And my friend, he laughed at me. He was like, you don't sing? I said, I do sing. So I auditioned for the band, and they let me in. And, you know, it just started from there. I mean, I just fell in love with music. You know, I have 2 older brothers that sang. So, you know, I mean, my house was well-rounded with music. We had jazz, you know, soul, rock, everything. I was exposed to a lot of different types of music.
Right. Sometimes when artists start out, they have to find their style, their sound. Was it the same for you, or you said that your style has changed since the beginning as far as the genre? I know as far as R&B and gospel, but as far as your actual sound overall, has your style changed since the beginning?
Well, I'm still heavily R&B. I'm an R&B singer, born and bred. That's what I know. I mean, I love gospel, but I don't feel like I have the anointing that like a Leandria Johnson or somebody like that has. I can sing gospel, but I don't have that thing. But I have that thing for R&B. You know, so it's gonna always be R&B. You know, like in order to get my deal with Jenna Lewis, I created the Raja-Nee character. I wanted to do something different that nobody was doing, so I trendsetted that, and everybody that came behind me was extremely successful at what I started. So I always try to do something different that nobody else is doing.
Okay, nice. You've worked with James Brown. How exactly did that come about?
That was my producer. I never had a chance to meet him, but I did sing on a record that he had that was pretty decent, called How Long. They did a remix for him, and so my producers had me come in, and they had me like, you know, do ad-libs and sing on the hook, and I might have like taken it too far because his manager was like, this is not Raja-Nee's record, this is James Brown's record. So they kind of pulled me back on some of the vocals a little bit and took out some more, because I was like all over the place, you know, but they was like, okay, this is his record. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I just got a chance to do it, so that was exciting. You know, that was exciting to me.
Right. Okay. Is there anything that you've learned from working with other artists or producers or anybody in the music industry that you apply to your working habits today?
Working with Jam and Lewis was an amazing experience for me. I mean, I love them so much until this day. you have to work hard. I mean, there's a story that I often tell. We did I Want to Get Next to You. We did a cover. And so I went into the studio at about 4 o'clock. It was just Terry and I working on this song. And my best friend was there, Sandra, she was there. And we went in the studio about 4 o'clock, and I just was singing. I didn't take any breaks, not a bathroom break, not a water break, no breaks. I kept working and working and working. And so my legs had started to get numb because I was standing the whole time. And I called Terry Lewis boss. I said, hey, boss, what time is it? And he was like, 6 o'clock. I said, as in the morning? He was like, yeah. I said, man, if you don't get me up out of this studio and give me some food. So that's what I mean. I just got lost. You know, I mean, it was so much fun that I just got lost. It was just so much fun that I didn't care. We probably could have stayed in there another 4 hours. I didn't care.
Man, that's some dedication right there.
But that's how I like it, though. It's fun. I mean, once I'm in the studio, it is so hard to come out.
Yeah, once you're in that zone, I mean, you just forget about the time. You just keep on going.
Absolutely.
That's just how it is. So how did it feel to be considered to be nominated for a Grammy, Raja-Nee?
Okay, so it's a consideration. It was an honor. You know, I mean, even if I don't make it to the nomination process, I'm cool because all of this work I did on my own with the help of my producers. But, you know, my vision and to be submitted, it was so humbling for me to even have that opportunity. I mean, it's a blessing. Win, fail, lose, draw, whatever. I'm still grateful that I had the opportunity because most people don't even get that far. So I'm thankful for that.
Right, yeah. I could understand that, definitely. Your song, Turn It Up, from back in the day, it was in A Low Down Dirty Shame. What was the process in getting your song into a movie? Did you submit the music and did they choose? Like, how exactly did everything come about?
At that time, being with Perspective Records, the then president of that label, Sharon Hayward, she submitted it to, I believe, Keenen, Ivory, Wayans, and he picked it up. And I actually was fortunate enough to go on tour with Jada and with Keenen. We did like a 4 or 5 city tour, and wherever the movie opened, we were there, the artists, to perform at shows in every city. So that was amazing also. Wow. That was something. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment right there for sure. What would you say is your best experience throughout the entire music industry, from when you started from 5 until now? What's your best experience?
Working with Jenna Lewis, hands down.
Okay,
hands down.
okay.
When I got my deal with Jenna Lewis, I was not only offered a deal by them, I was offered 2 other record deals. But I'm like, kudos to the other record companies for real. But I was going with Jenna Lewis because they were somebody that I had been watching all my life from back in the day when they were in the Time. I remember my first Time concert. I was in college and I went to see them. And I was like, oh my God, I love them. So to have an opportunity to work with them, that's the highlight of my entire career. That's it.
Wow, okay. Nice. So let's talk about the Sovereign of 14742. What is the meaning behind the title? We got to know, Raja-Nee.
And everybody's like, what does that mean? So it's actually the Sovereign of 14742. So 14742 is my parents' address. This album is dedicated to my parents. I mean, they worked real hard. I'm the baby of 9 children. So when I say the Sovereign, it's like, yeah, you know, I had a mother and father, but I'm the baby, so I was a queen around the around the house. I got away. My brothers and sisters always say, oh, you got away with murder. So that's why I chose the Sovereign of 14742. My parents were always in my corner. Whatever I thought I might wanted to do or I might wanted to try, they supported that. So this record is for them. There's a lot of soul on there, old school sounding groove. It's for them.
I like that. I like that. Your quote, music has no color, although it is colorful. Tell us a little bit about that.
Music, it has no boundaries. It has no color. I mean, it's something that everybody can connect to. I don't care how old, how young, what color, what creed, it doesn't matter. You know, music is a universal language that everybody can understand. I don't care if you can't speak English. I don't care what language you speak. You hear music and you like it and it sounds good to you, you can connect to it. I mean, I've been so fortunate in my life, even though you all haven't seen me. I've been doing work for producers in Italy, for producers in Japan. I've done stuff in Canada. So I've been blessed in my life because I sing and people like what I do, that people reach out to me and ask me if I could sing on one of their tracks. Just finished something for the UK. So it's a blessing. That's basically what I mean, because it crosses all boundaries. There's no color involved.
Right. So what's next for Ms. Raja-Nee? What can we look forward to as far as events, functions, albums? What should we be looking out for?
I'm 2 songs away from completing my album, my CD, so I'm excited about that because people have been on me about when is it going to be finished, when. A new video, I just have to figure out which song, because, you know, sometimes it's like, oh, I like this one, but no, let's do it for this one. So a couple of new videos and a record release party. So that's what's getting ready to occur soon, hopefully before the end of the year is out. And I produce, I'm producing artists. I have a gospel group called In His Name, a bunch of great guys. You can check out their video on YouTube. It's called They Don't Know. I wrote the song, produced it, and directed their video.
Okay. Got a couple of things coming up. How can we stay connected with you, Raja-Nee?
Well, I'm on Facebook. Facebook is RajaNees House. And then on Instagram, it's RajaNee 1212. And those are my 2 main sources that I stay in contact with my fans on. Those are the biggest 2 for me.
Okay, so Facebook, you said, is RajaNees House, right?
RajaNees House, correct.
And then Instagram is
RajaNee 1212.
Any shout-outs that you'd like to give out?
Okay, yes. Well, first of all,
I know what you're going to say.
Who am I going to say?
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Oh, well, of course, forever and a day. I mean, because without them, there would be no me. So I love them, always have, always will. So them first, of course. To my boys Solo, those are my brothers, Unique. To Low Key, those my boys. I'm happy for Stokely. He got a lot of stuff going on, Miss Ann Nesby. So these are all my prospective people.
Right.
Yeah, these are all my prospective folks. And then the people that I'm working with In His Name, Mr. Melapoleon, he's a rapper. He's also one of my artists. So just, you know, the people that I spend a lot of time with and I work with.
Right. You build up that rapport. You got that relationship with them. So it's only right for you to shout them out, Raja-Nee.
Absolutely. Andrea, I have to big up to Andrea and to you for allowing me to do this interview. I appreciate you all a whole lot for that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Before we end it, I do want to ask you, what do you enjoy the most about being in this industry?
The creative aspects, creating something from nothing. And I take no credit for it. I give God all of the glory for whatever happens. I mean, whatever songs I come up with, whatever ideas and concepts, creating, writing, and producing. I have a writing partner. His name is Richard Wilford. He's a bad man. There are people who have been on my team, Byron, Woodward. I mean, these are people who have been with me from inception, so I have to give them the shout out, give them their just due because they deserve it. But I mean, having a track and having nothing, a blank canvas, and just being able to write something that people enjoy, that's amazing to me. I'm in awe sometimes. It's like, did this really come out of me? You know what I'm saying? It's amazing.
Right. I understand. And last but not least, if not music, where do you think you would be right now?
Okay, so let me tell you, I have another career besides music. I'm actually in school working on a doctorate in healthcare administration. So my plate really is full.
Yes.
Yeah, my background is in healthcare, it's insurance. So I do double duty, sometimes triple duty. It just depends. But I don't know. I think God created me for music, and I want to do what he created me to do. That's really where I am. I mean, the doctorate in healthcare administration is just for later. When I retire from music, that's for then. Mm-hmm. But for now, it's music. It's all
that's
music.
Right. That's right. That's right. I understand. Well, Thank you, Ms. Raja-Nee, again for joining the Indie Grind. We appreciate you coming and talking with us.
I appreciate the Indie Grind having you, girl. I appreciate it.
All right, so let us Hindsighters know how to stay in contact with you one more time.
Again, the Hindsighters can catch me on Facebook at RajaNee's House, or they can catch me on Instagram at RajaNee1212.
All right, and thank you again, Raja-Nee. We wish you the best, and we'd love to have you back on this show to share more updates with us. So thank you for being a part of the Indie Grind today, and we definitely will be in contact with you. I hope you have a good day, and we'll be talking with you soon.
Thank you so much, Ms. Rhasheeda. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, Hindsighters, that was R&B artist Raja-Nee. Be sure to check her out on Facebook at RajaNees House and also on Instagram at RajaNee1212. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to the Indie Grind. Connect with me on Facebook at the Indie Grind and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Indie Grind. Again, I'm Rhasheeda Davis, and until next time, keep on grinding. Peace.